Hey, hey everyone. This is we do 1976, and I got another video for you. And this video is my Survivor Series predictions for tomorrow night. And we all know that Survivor Series 2022 will be at Boston, Massachusetts for this great event. And I love the Survivor Series from, and it's like the All Star game for wrestling or WWE. Think of it as Major League Baseball, um, the Pro Bowl, or the all other All Star games that is all rolled into one. And Survivor Series now is called Survivor Series War Games, and I can't even wait for it. And there will be from 5 matches, I would think. Let me go and fire up the Google and see how many they are. They are, yeah, I was right, 5. And are we going through my predictions and when I see what's going to happen? And there's only two title matches, and I get to the main events later here. And let's go through this. A triple threat match for the WWE United States WWE United States Championship is Seth Rollins versus Bobby Lashley versus Austin Theory. And this is a storyline. This is very good. And what happened was Austin Theory, as we all know, cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase for the U.S. title, and everyone he thought he got buried. So did I. But he's taking a turn for the good because he should be a hero where he's supposed to be, not this cocky hero, millennium hero like we all saw through his first, or not first, but when he called up to the main roster last year. But this is a guy who should be a hero what he is. As for Lashley, we all know what happened at Crown Jewel and lost to Brock Lesnar, and he got PO'd and taken out Seth Rollins. So, what's my prediction? I say Seth Rollins will retain his WWE United States Championship and go on from there. A singles match is AJ Styles with the OC, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, and Mia Yim, or should say, yeah, it's basically the Bullet Club in the WWE with a different name. Versus Finn Balor with the Judgment Day, Damian Priest, Dominic Mysterio, and Rhea Ripley. And Rhea Ripley. Miriam and Ripley should be in the locker room to get ready for the Survivor Series, but the War Games match, which I'm going to talk about a little later. And who I see winning this, I say Finn Balor. And don't get me wrong, I like AJ and the OC, but it feels like a Survivor Series match, old school Survivor Series match 4-4, or 3-3 with the grand wherever it is. But again, Finn Balor will win with shenanigans by Damian Priest or Dominic Mysterio. The WWE SmackDown Women's Championship is on the line. It's Ronda Rousey versus Shotzi, and we all know Ronda Rousey will win. No, don't get me wrong, with Shotzi, she will be good, but I see Ronda Rousey win with Shayna Baszler out of her corner, and it's going to set up either with Charlotte. Um, yeah, with Charlotte be returning. We haven't seen Charlotte for a while in the WWE, so I could expect to see her in after the match between Rousey and Shotzi. And like I said, one more time, Ronda Rousey will win. and possibly set up a WrestleMania match or Royal Rumble match between Charlotte and Ronda. Now let's get to the meat of the potatoes. Again, 5 matches. There'll possibly be more coming out. So stay tuned for that, or tomorrow night, I should say. Let's go to the men. No, I'm gonna do the women's war games later. Let's go to the men's war games. It's the Brawling Brutes, Sheamus, Rich Holland, and Butch, or Pete Dunne, versus Drew McIntyre, and Drew McIntyre, by the way, I should say. Let me do it again. I messed up. It's the Brawling Brutes, Sheamus, Rich Holland, and Butch, with Drew McIntyre and Kevin Owens versus the whole bloodline. Roman Reigns, Charlotte Sakura, Sami Zayn, the Usos, Jimmy and Jey Uso, with Paul Heyman outside of the War Games. And I could see this one of two ways. The Brawling Brutes win, or the Bloodline will win. I say the Bloodline will win because they're the dominant faction now in the WWE. The whole Bloodline. Think of it as of the Dangerous Alliance, but more brutal. And 30 years ago, Paul Heyman was probably dangerously was involved in this kind of War Games match, but he managed the Dangerous Alliance with so many Hall of Famers at that team. Austin, Rude, Zabisco, Medusa, um, Bobby Eaton should be in, Paul Heyman should be in, but like I said, the Bloodline will win, and it will probably set up a whole lot of storylines with this. I could be wrong with the Bloodline losing, but I could see the whole Bloodline winning. And then the last main event, women's War Games match, Team Belair versus Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Mia Yim, and to be announced, which will be announced tonight, the fifth member of Team Bianca, which I get to, versus Team Damage Control, Bailey, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky, with Nikki Cross and Rhea Ripley. I think Team Belair will win, and the TBA, like I said, will be announced tonight. They they saying it might be Becky, it might be, well, it might be Becky or Candice LeRae or anybody else, but I say Becky Lynch. But since this is Boston we're in for War Games, would it be make much more sense have Sasha Banks as the fifth member of the whole team for the women's War Games match? Or possible Tegan Knox? And there's history about that too. So, when might Sasha Banks or Tegan Knox? Reality? Becky Lynch. Again, it will be announced tonight here on Fox. So, will I predict to win this whole War Games match? And it'll be match of the night, I predict. Actually, the two War Games match will be matches of the night. I say Team Belair will win against the Damage Control team, and some are saying that Alexa Bliss will turn on her team. I don't think so. I don't think um, Alexa Bliss will um, turn on her partners. And we've seen it happen before at War Games. In War Games 2019 in the NXT side in the women's War Games match where Dakota Kai turned on Tegan Knox. And that's what I meant by that. It could be Tegan Knox. Because Tegan Knox should have been the fifth member and looking for revenge against Dakota. But we don't know. Again, watch SmackDown, who they pick, and Survivor Series War Games would be very good, and this is at the same time, not the same time, but early on the day will be the big game, Ohio State versus Michigan, and I picked Michigan to win. I'm an Ohio State fan, but I picked Michigan to win. It's like 2006 over again with Ohio State, Michigan, 1 and 2. They're 2 and 3, I think, at the bracket side or the brackets for the playoffs. So a heavy Saturday. Ohio State, Michigan, Survivor Series War Games. Can't even wait. So thank you. Comment down below who you think will win, and I'll see you next time.